Okay, Paul, so it's great to speak to you today. Whereabouts are you?
Well, in deepest Cornwall, a place called Liscard.
Okay.
In the pub, obviously.
Yeah. Celebrating with a pint. I can see that.
Really gutted not to make the do tonight.
Yeah, it's a shame, real shame. But just to put into context where you were in your career, as you came to Sheffield Wednesday, you left Southampton in unfortunate circumstances a month before. You know, how did it feel coming to Sheffield Wednesday at that point in your career?
Well, obviously disappointed about how it worked out in Southampton. You know, it was really my decision to move on. I just couldn't work with the chairman at that time.
Okay.
And then obviously about 10 days after leaving Southampton, I got the call to go to Sheffield Wednesday. Huge football club, you know, great fan base.
Yeah. So, I mean, was that an opportunity that you jumped straight at?
Oh, definitely. You know, they were like a sleeping giant, really. You know, I mean, they were in a false position for the fan base that they had.
Sure, and obviously Southampton's loss was our gain. But how would you describe the group of players of 2004, 2005, many of whom are going to be in the room on Sunday?
Well, what can I say? I'm saying, you know, when I first got there was a lack of confidence in the team. I think we went to Wrexham in our first game and we got a result, and it just took off from there. I was really pleased to work with a lot of the pros, and I took some of the pros from there to other football clubs I had later on. But, you know, to be fair, they were an experienced bunch. Not very good, but some of them have made some fantastic careers.
Yeah. So who were the characters in the side at that time?
Well, the tattooed man, Peacock, would probably be the top man as far as that character is concerned. He didn't have many goals, but he was full of chat.
Yeah.
I had Luca in the goals, probably the fattest goalie I've had over the years. He had that knack of being able to save the ball, so he was number one. If I remember rightly, I think John Blackley had some sleepless nights trying to organise that back four of ours. You know, bully. What can I say?
Yeah.
He was a striker converted to be a defender, and he played that way. And to be fair, the back four did well on the day, and I was pleased with them.
And obviously, the trip to Cardiff on that Sunday, we took 42,000 supporters, the biggest set of support that there's ever been to a playoff final. I mean, how was that pressure, and how did that make you feel? What was the atmosphere like?
Well, when we came out on the pitch, it was incredible. The noise, and then they sing the good old song, "Here's Silver Lining." Here's a kind of rise in the back of your neck. You know, I mean, unbelievable support. The best I've ever been involved with.
Yeah.
Passion is incredible, and sometimes it rubs off in games.
And have you ever made a better triple substitution? I mean, on that day you brought on Patrick Collins, Steve McLean and Drew Talbot. I think we were 2-1 down at the time.
Well, to be fair, at half-time, it was a hot day. Half-time I thought I'd give him one of these wonder speeches, you know, to boost the boys.
Yeah.
I told them all about how it was so hot, how they played so well, and how bad Hartlepool would be feel with being 1-0 down. 2 minutes after half time, it's 1-1. So my talk went through the window. But to be fair to the boys, obviously 71 minutes we were 2-1 down, and it was an opportunity. It was something. 17 minutes to go. You know, three fresh legs going on. I thought we'd get back in the game, and luckily we did.
Yeah, more than got back in the game. I mean, the substitutes contributed to the goals. I mean, obviously getting involved. Steve McLean took the penalty. So, and Drew Talbot was the player that got the fourth goal. So, fantastic substitutions on the day.
Well, to be fair, not very few people know that Steve obviously had been out for 3 months and took a great chance of putting him on the bench. But he was on 19 goals. If he scored that penalty, it was worth 20 grand to him. So there was a slight pressure on him. A pressure I couldn't watch because obviously he would be ring rusty. He can't run anyway, so it was never going to be a fitness problem with him. But But to be fair, he took the penalty well and got us back in the game.
Okay, and just finally then, where does it stand in your career, the achievement of getting Wednesday promoted, having picked us up in 14th place in the division?
Well, as far as the playoff is concerned, it's my greatest, most enjoyable day of my football career. I've played in European Cup semi-finals, UEFA Cup finals, won a league and everything else, but nothing will surpass the whole day of that. Going, winning, losing, winning again, how the fans reacted. And in the end, when you look at the team, there's Brandy, Whelan, Brucey are all playing in the Premier League now. I'm saying Bully's coach, I can't believe that, by the way, but I'd have to see that. I'm saying, and we got JP, who had a great contribution on the day, scored a good goal. And, a lot of experienced players who I think the boy Jimmy Quinn took it when he said that it was the best day he's ever had in his life, football-wise. I think that was probably for everybody. Before I go, I'd just like to toast all the fans out there today and all those bad players I had. All the best.
Tongue in cheek. Thank you very much, Paul. Great to hear from you, and we wish you all the best.